in our heads, we're all the central figure. So what would it be like to be off on the edges of someone else's life story? Well, I've long been fascinated by memory, which I consider to be imperfect. I am one of the few people I know who's honest about the vagaries of my own memory and who recognizes that some of the stories we tell have a way of becoming not quite as accurate as they might be over time. If you remember something vividly, it almost doesn't matter if it happened or not. What matters is the memory. I'm as fascinated by what I forget as what I remember. Life Sentences is a novel about a memoir writer who, to the best of her ability, has been remarkably candid and been remarkably factual about her story. And yet, even in that context, she begins to discover, when she returns home to Baltimore to write a new book, that there are flaws in her story, and there are people who would quibble with it. I love memoirs because I think the people who write them are very brave, and I think it's extremely bold and notable to put your life in front of people, because they're not going to judge just the prose. They're going to judge the life. They're going to judge the person, and that's a pretty big risk for a writer to take.